Так, продовжуємо нашу гру. Тут ми все передивилися, зробили. Угу.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs?
Test.
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning, so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Прикольная книжка.
It would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Так, ну що, пішли? Ой, яка класна школа. А що це таке?
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic
Прикольно.
and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Живі картини, це прикольно. Цікаво дивитися вже живими картинами. Десь у нас теж будуть такі музеї. Колись. Блін, як же ж красиво все. Я студентка 5-го курсу університету магії.
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
Ну, так інше, це таке блистіння, коротше, це мені не подобається в іграх. Ну, дерево так на самом деле не блистить. Навіть якщо покрито лаком.
The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide
says. Жопа сильнейшая.
Revelio.
Запоздание зажать волшебник. Барфуя посмотрел. Алексей, очередные напоминания. Ага, понятно. Так. Ваши свиткледы. Ага. Это единственный способ заработать очки опыта. То есть надо проходить эти испытания для опыта, да, я так понимаю? Вашего... Опыт получили, то есть, понятно. Добре, испытания. Страницы... Квост. Ага, Понятно. Ну, добре. А що йдемо вийти, я хотів подивитися. Те, що у нас є по іспитанню. Так, раз. Це що таке? Соберите страницы Хогвартса 2. Внешнее снаряжение. Ага. А ця шибка закрита, да? Заблокирована. И эти тоже заблокированы, я так понимаю. Задание, нет задач. Начните свой первый день в школе. Добро пожаловать в Хогвартс. Уровень 1. Жалко, що немає на українській мові цієї ігри. Так.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that. Inside and out.
Revelio.
Ага. Що ж, підсвічується? Замок уровень 2, да?
No time to waste. Your classes to attend.
Ага, прикольно. І там щось є. І б'юти не можу.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Так, это точка быстрого перемещения, цветочек. Карту в любое время, что у нас? Ага, понятно. Закрыть карту, окей. Ну хорошо, и куда я могу прыгнуть? Южное крыло, да? Ага, понятно. Ага. Тут что закрыты все точки. А не, якась открыта.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Revelio.
You can get almost
Стоит
anywhere in
крыло.
the castle quickly from Central
Давай.
Hall.
Здесь прикольные
Always
эти точки
something
перемещения.
happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
The other girls and I were up all night reading letters from my secret.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly
Так, узнаем,
what
что у
you
нас...
might expect.
Так, заклинание чаром,
Spells,
проклятие,
charms,
жидкость,
jinxes,
полезный предмет.
all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Профессор Нолан, понятно. Защита темных
Tell me
искусств.
more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class.
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs.
Типа
You should be
волшебной
able to
деревни.
find all of the school supplies you require in
Я понял.
Hogsmeade.
Хаб.
You will also, I
Для
imagine, enjoy many a
трейдеров.
party there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Так, добре, знаємо, Hogwarts це саме цікаве. Закупитися. Так, професор.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Угу. Часть задания может быть заблокирована. Понятно. Типа жестики задания. Так что у нас есть один типа заклинания. Находится в астрономическом крыле. Так, давайте перше, що ви робили.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own one. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Так, добре. Підемо вчитися. Підемо вчитися. Так, нам куди надо?
Someone they're trying to pass notes about. Half the time I get the blame, and Hecate has no tolerance for that. I can tell you.
Используйте зачарованный компас, нажать вверх. Угу. А тут все, что ли?
Revelio.
Ще нічого цікавого. Та ні, щось було. І щось було тут.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone
Just
thinks
choose.
I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
Так, і що в
I
картині?
did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do
Да, Люмос
next.
дає ефект, я понял. Добре.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle,
У
to
нас
be honest.
загадка, ну да.
If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I
Давай
have the
щас
time,
дадим.
I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Ну,
Do come and find me
попробуем.
if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery. Lumos.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Так, подсказка, да? То есть у нас проход. Ступеньки, це ці ступеньки. Там якась статуя. Це не ці ступеньки. Чи це ці ступеньки?
Revelio.
А тут сундук, кстати, есть, надо забрать. А, секретный проход. Перчатки, все. Перчатки можно одеть, я так понимаю. Уровень снаряжения. Разоденем перчатки, крутитесь. Стоимость продажи необычная. Нападение 2, защита без обновления. Это что? Черные. Нет волшебных устройств неприменяемых. Ну, только нападение лучше. И якийсь слот есть, сейчас можете вставить. Камень, наверное. Течки я найти раньше дает. А шапка у меня есть какая-то? Синяя какая-то. Плащи и мантии. Это что за плащ? Хорошо подобен. Школьная мантия. Наряд. Школьная форма старост. Ты с жилетом. Староста. Это что? Шарм бежевого цвета. Без...
Revelio.
Это все? Тут тоже щось есть. Замок уровень 2, ми зламали замки, що поки не вміємо. Так, до речі. Колекції якісь тут є. І щось у нас уже тут є в колекціях. Це щось таке. А, ти портрет цього. Буфона тут ще. Фелікс Феліціс. А, це які приготовки. У нас всех своих начинается шанс найти предметы, в частности, учение одного игрока. Вот мне показывает на мне пальцы. А, типа для поиска всяких приколов. А що це таке? Всякі мантії. А ще їх не можна діти. Типа вони в мене типа відкриті. Между заданиями, да, це можна виділити. Новое снаряжение, я понял. Ладно. Да, оце воно похоже на ці ступеньки.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
Ситуация игры стилом. Изображая средневекового волшебника тем, что изобрел елейную мазь, которая заставляет пищу верить, что тот, кто дал им это зелье, является и лучшим другом. Прикольно. Так. Испытание выполнено. Страница руководства Хогвартса. Прикольно. Испытание какие сделал. Ты же какие испытания сделал? Оце выполнил мнечки, даже не дать правой. А це що? Соберите страницы руководства. Вид снаряжения, перчатки с регалиями Хогвартса. Прикольно. А це що? Завершите основное задание 1 из 2. Награда внешний вид снаряжения. Понял. Так. Це ми зробили колекції. Ще щось додавалось в колекції. 17 автора картину добавилось, да? Все. Никаких больше новых обновлений. Так, задание. Нет задач, экстренные задачи. А, це ми ще тільки не закончили?
Half a bottle of
Revelio.
everlasting leech, stirred clockwise.
Revelio. Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Угу. Прикольно.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Да вы тут зачем не могла. Я на слайне пускался использовать
I've
соединение.
seen that.
Так что СМИ дал, да?
Revelio.
Так, он все знаешь, все.
Life is so peaceful in that.
Ты тоже сейчас будешь. У меня опоздание.
I'd die of embarrassment if my mother did the podcast. Don't know how lucky man is.
Да не выбрал, да?
Revelio.
А, це я тут бачу. Так, це якась загадка. Я ще один даже бути кубик тоді. Так, если у нас, короче, получается... Одиннадцать це... Нет, здесь якась логіка, тому що цей паук і ця штука дає... І ще ж дає сумарно 17. І ця штука дає 11, правильно? Все, понял прикол. Ладно, це потім можна порішати, да? Тільки один кубик, чи що? О. А це що?
Revelio.
Ні, тут тільки один кубик. А це потім що порішаємо. А це що, це колодязь, да, які 3? 6, щось.
That's the last.
А там сундук. Прям интересно. Прям интересно. Ой, який звук був. Нет, одинаковых тоже должны бросить кубик.
Lumos. Revelio.
Останется ли то? Не спевать надо, чи що? Що це таке? І це просто літає. Не понял. Ось я нас піймать? Та ні, люди.
Lumos.
Та ні, вроде бы не надо. Просто літає. Ніхрена не піймав з цими дверями теж. Ладно, йдемо тоді, куди надо йти.
Revelio.
Так, место для сбора студентов. Фонтан Виверны.
Revelio.
Замок второго уровня. Ну да. Ты что за приколист?
Easy has a special knack. It's tormenting Professor Black.
Каким проектом? Что ж мы по них?
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
То, что здесь скрыто. Угу. Да, окно витражно. Так, если ничего не залезть, значит обычно ничего нема. Он залезть, значит что здесь рядом.
Revelio.
Угу.
Is that all you've got?
Ого, ужас.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise,
дракона.
age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так, следующее. Левитация.
Levioso.
Починаем с
Now,
перышка.
let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast.
Так, не подожди. Ну, давай еще дальше. А, просто.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Good form.
I know.
Can't be your first duel.
Let's be honest.
I do enjoy a lively duel. Only all my students understand.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Сизеринг. Да, я
I
знаю,
put you on
это.
the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows
Да,
entirely.
гоблин стихи.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Так, що ми там дивимося? Що там цікавого?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain
Так, дуэльный
exclusive,
клуб, все прикольно.
unsanctioned dueling organization.
Посраться.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent.
Count me in.
I was right about
Зачислено.
If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Он слышит свою башню, да?
Till
Это
next
чё?
time.
Что это такое? Ачивка первоклассный студент. Посетить свой первый урок.
My family has been sorted into Ravenclaw for generations.
Revelio.
I could wander the greenhouses for hours. Just need to avoid the venomous tentacular.
Прикольно. Дальше извините.
Revelio.
Здесь тут. Скелет Авгурея. Гигантского феникса Авгурея.
Revelio. Revelio.
I've never had difficulties with bouncing balls. What packaging or hands will you need?
No better feeling than plunging your hand.
Revelio. Lumos. Leviosa. Revelio.
You're brave though, aren't you? I've seen you in herbology. You're a conqueror with those mandrakes.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
To go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the line.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Ему есть профессор.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough
Very
of that.
good.
Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of
Я был
fresh
ваганец.
air. After me.
Весь з восточних країв.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Все внимание мені.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and excellent control there. Don't lose your... Now, think of this like gobstones, if you... That's it! Splendid! Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Так что надо соревнования,
You'll be
да?
the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes.
Clear.